Hello, and welcome to this special event, celebrating After Supper Visions, and more importantly, its artists. I'm Father Wayne Watts, Associate Administrator of Catholic Charities of the Archdiocese of Chicago. I come to you from Vincent Hall at Catholic Charities headquarters. Each June, we hold an annual photo exhibition in this room to share with the public a gallery of beautiful and thought-provoking photographs taken by artists in this program. Usually, this room is full of artists and hundreds of people who are appreciating art, visiting with the artists, and enjoying the excitement on opening night. It's a shame that we're not able to gather in person this year. However, we are so glad you are with us virtually. I thank you for being here. There's nothing like the feeling of having accomplished something yourself. The satisfaction that comes from seeing how your talents make a difference in the world is spectacular. After Supper Visions is about that, celebrating the achievements in photography made by the participants in this program. We like to say we are developing film, talent, and hope with those we serve. This program started in 2002 when Catholic Charities received a donation of disposable cameras. Ellen Gorney and I talked about how the cameras could be used to help the homeless and food insecure people who come to the Tuesday night supper each week to get a hot meal, and the rest, they say, is history. Ellen and I gathered a few kind-hearted and talented volunteers, several of whom are professional photographers. And before long, After Supper Visions was up and running. Each September, we start a new season, inviting current guests of the Tuesday Night Supper program to join After Supper Visions. Participants receive a disposable digital camera or use a camera they have and start attending photography classes taught by our amazing volunteers. The guests take photos of anything they believe to be interesting or beautiful in the world. We develop the photos into prints and continue to meet with the artists on Tuesdays in preparation for the photo exhibition we have each June. When opening night arrives, the artists are excited and proud. Many of them wear clothes from Catholic Charities' Mary's Closet, a room full of professional donated clothing. Here are some photos of opening night in pre-COVID years. Opening night is so wonderful. I've said it's my vision of heaven. The artists stand by their photos that have been framed and professionally displayed. Well-dressed photography enthusiasts tour the gallery and visit with the artists. Everyone appreciates the talent that has emerged in the photos showing the visions of the artists' lives. Time and time again, attendees tell me that the caliber of the After Supper Visions photos rivals those of any other art gallery in Chicago. Over the years, we've heard of similar photography programs, two of which are in Paris and in New York. Photography is a universal hobby for anyone, anywhere. And at After Supper Visions, we feel especially fortunate to have as photo subjects the world-class landmarks, architecture, and gorgeous natural settings that are all over the great city of Chicago. At the photo exhibition, not much is discussed about the challenges and suffering that the artists are going through in their personal lives. We know their burdens, and we know they're great. Instead, the focus is on celebrating the artists' achievements and the world they are showing us from their point of view, from behind the lens of a camera. Remarkable creativity, talent, and imagination emerge as a new season of After Supper Visions starts each September.
The camaraderie among artists and guests begins when they come to Catholic Charities at 721 North LaSalle Drive for a hot meal, Monday through Friday. Prior to COVID, we were able to serve 130 guests at a sit-down meal in our Vincent Hall. We also provided to-go meals for additional guests. Catholic Charities provides the meals on Tuesdays, and for the other nights of the week, we have partnered with 3 other organizations. So we provide delicious meals every evening, Monday through Friday, 12 months a year. Since the pandemic, and due to the remarkable generosity of donors and volunteers, we are still providing meals Monday through Friday. The pandemic protocols eliminated the sit-down meal, but meals have continued to be handed out on a to-go basis. These photos, before and after the start of COVID, give a glimpse of how we serve our guests. When folks come to Catholic Charities for a meal, we also offer them the opportunity to learn about our programs and services. Services that can help provide greater stability in their lives. These can include counseling, legal services, housing assistance, substance abuse assessments, family stabilization services, clothing, and emergency food. Some artists have been with us since 2002 when the After Supper Visions program began. Each year that we offer the program, we have both former participants and new artists. It is so wonderful to work with these artists throughout the year. We get to know the artists and we share many life moments together. We are fortunate to call them friends. Occasionally we ask the artists if they would like to share with us what Catholic Charities and the After Supper Visions program means to them.
I'm part of the After Supper Vision program at Catholic Charities. I would like for people to come out and support us with the photos. Tell your family, friends, co-workers about the program.
Hello, God bless you everyone. I've been in Catholic Charities photo program for about 8-9 years, and I'm so grateful to have the opportunity to share my art with the world.
So it's a nice thing to do, a good hobby to take pictures of Chicago. You know, Chicago is very beautiful, so look into it.
What I like about the program is finding the next, what I consider the next best shot.
I like the picture club because it inspires me to get out and see things that's different and to take pictures that are more appealing to the eye.
I've been proud of the project that's going on now. For I believe this is my 3rd year, if my memory serves me correctly. And I have found it to be inspiring, not only as far as taking the pictures is concerned, but meeting different individuals as you're taking the pictures and the various subjects that go along with it.
It's a good program. And for those who don't necessarily have the means, as far as cameras up front, they will assist you in that.
I am so happy to be able to participate in the art photo project. Hopefully the photos that I will present to you will be of interest and will be of substance, will provide hopefully art and photos that you can use maybe around the house or just have of interest.
I have presented a broader design and a spectrum of what our vision can catch, and I'm praying that you can see what I see, and thank you.
I enjoy coming here Monday through Friday. The best time of my life is having dinner at the table in our big old ballroom that sit 130 people, and we love Catholic Charity. Continue the good work, and we'll be there for you.
And it's a great and wonderful program. It taught me a lot of things, and as a matter of fact, it taught me how to explore and take pictures, and that's what I like about the After Supervision. It's a wonderful piece of work, and those that come will enjoy, as well as buying the pictures.
I love taking pictures of Catholic Charities. It's something to walk around, explore the city, and meet new people, and showing different parts of the city that a lot of people don't really go to, especially the west side, the different parks and stuff. And I like to introduce people to new parts of the city.
My two favorite things about Chicago are the photography show here at Catholic Charities and the music at NCA. COVID's been hard and everyone's been great, but we want to get back to normal. So stay safe and stay well. All right, cheers.
You hear the artists talk about the photography classes. They're full of collaboration as the volunteers help the artists fine-tune their skills, and the grateful artists help each other expand their knowledge of the subject matter, style, and technique.
It is so heartwarming to watch our artists engage in this creative process. The newfound talent really is quite extraordinary and actually surprises many of our artists. Some of the class photos shown here are taken prior to the pandemic. We begin normally each fall with an overview of basic photographic principles such as lighting, shadow, reflection, and color. In the early years of the program, each artist received a disposable camera. Now the returning artists have a choice between a disposable or digital camera. And now many artists use the camera on their phones to take pictures. Throughout the pandemic, we have been amazed to see how many artists still come for class on Tuesdays. Because of the pandemic, they've been held outside the building at 721. The classes are a time of feeling connected to the community. The hardships many of us have faced during the pandemic have affected some of our artists' lives even more so. Yet the beauty the artists capture on film has been a sustaining force for many during the lack of in-person classes. We have seen firsthand the positive impact that After Supervisions has had on many of our artists. It is our hope that our artists know that they are valued, respected, and appreciated at After Supervisions. Once the artists take their photos, they choose which photos they want to have in the show. The last few years, the artists have learned editing. This is a wonderful stage of the project. Many dinner guests, now artists, engage in conversation and critique of the photos. We work on editing so that the photos the artists take are exactly how they want them presented. Many artists are struggling a great deal in their lives, and After Supper provides a respite, a chance to focus on something else. It is pure enjoyment. Since the photos are for sale, some artists have earned enough money to pay rent, continue their schooling, and buy photographic equipment. We hope that many of our artists feel a little more stable in their difficult lives. A few of our artists have been asked to join the After Supervisions team to teach the photography classes. These artists are actually beaming with joy. Many artists return year after year because of the peace and satisfaction that may come from belonging to this program. Since the program began 19 years ago, more than 1,200 artists have been a part of the project. Many of these artists have participated for many, many years. It is a beacon of hope in their lives.
After Supervisions has always been about inclusion and diversity in those we welcome as our artists and those who keep the program going. Each of the artists in this program has a unique perspective and story. Many of the artists have extensive education and very interesting career paths. In some cases, they've experienced illness, job loss, and family tragedies that have gradually or suddenly resulted in homelessness. They often have profound things to say about life. As each photo exhibition nears, we ask the artists participating that they write a brief statement about anything they'd like to say. We'd like to share just a few of these with you now. Andy told us, "After being homeless for 3 years, I find it an honor and a pleasure to be in the photo show because it gives me an opportunity to interact with people I would not normally network with. Thank you all for coming out and being a part of this joyous occasion of sharing positive interests." And Margaret says, "I have overcome adversity with the After Supper Visions photography program. I learned to love myself." Sharon gave us her thoughts saying, "I love photography and art. I'm legally blind and I count on the camera to show me what I am missing. The picture of the church with a blanket on the stairs makes me feel compassion for the homeless." Mike has been an active participant, but also a mentor to others. He says, "When I take my photos, I like to think about people that would like photos of Chicago, but can't be here due to work or other reasons. They can put Chicago on their walls and feel at home. This is a fun hobby, and I thank Catholic Charities for doing this." These are powerful quotes, aren't they? After the show, we invite you to read more artist quotes on our website, aftersuppervisions.com. Now I ask you to join with us in support of all the After Supper Visions artists. After Supper Visions will be celebrating its 20th anniversary next year. There are currently an estimated 80,000 Chicagoans who are homeless, and your support today can help us offer assistance to as many of them as possible. We're deeply grateful to those who have contributed in so many ways to After Supper Visions over the past 19 years, including those who have purchased artist prints and bought items on the website. This past year was a difficult year for After Supper Visions and our artists. We've been unable to have our in-person events, and costs continue to rise significantly for cameras and all other photography supplies. With your help, we can ensure that all the artists receive compensation for their work and the program can keep moving forward. Please log on to aftersuppervisions.com and click the Donate Now tab, or use the QR code on the invitation to tonight's show. Jesus calls us to show mercy to our fellow human beings who are struggling. You have heard what After Supper Vision means to the lives of our artists, and we hope you might be willing to help us help them. Please log on to aftersuppervisions.com and click the Donate Now tab, or use the QR code on the invitation to tonight's show. We have had a wonderful, generous initial donation of $5,000 to get us going this evening. We'd be especially grateful for anyone who could donate $10,000 now. This would allow us to compensate the artists for their work on this program last year in 2020. Can anyone donate $10,000 now? If you can, I invite you to follow the prompts on your screen. Can anyone match our initial donation? If so, We invite you to donate $5,000 now through the Donate Now tab at AfterSupperVisions.com or through the QR code on the invitation to tonight's show. $5,000 will cover the cost of all the food and beverage for next year's 20th anniversary photo exhibition. Please consider $5,000 now. We now ask you to prayerfully consider a donation for our expenses this year in 2021. $2,500, $1,000, $500, or $250, which can be designated in one of three ways: the Artist Compensation Fund, the purchase of cameras, and the purchasing of laptop computers for the artists to grow in their editing skills. You will see these designations when you click on the Donate Now or the QR code on the invitation to tonight's show. Thank you for considering all of these important options. Can anyone donate $100 to After Supper Visions? Think of how often you might spend that in a weekend. We reuse the frames for each photo exhibition, but when you donate $100, you can help pay for the mats, which we have to buy new each year. How about $30? Can you donate that to help the artists? If so, $30 pays for the purchase and the developing of film from one disposable camera. Thank you for considering this donation. Lastly, we invite anyone who can donate $15 to After Supper Visions to do so now. $15 will pay for the purchase of one disposable camera. Every donation is greatly appreciated. Thank you most sincerely on behalf of all the artists whom we serve. This year, we hope to continue all aspects of the After Supper Visions program and plan for a wonderful 20th annual photo exhibition right here in Vincent Hall next June. Mark your calendars for Friday, June 10th, 2022. If anyone watching would like to help with this great event, please call 312-655-7932. That's 312-655-7932. We have fantastic sponsorship and volunteer opportunities available.
Besides the photo exhibitions, we have offered a number of ways over the years for people to support the artists. We've hosted a wide variety of special events, including pop-up exhibitions, and our website provides the opportunity to purchase prints of photos taken by the artists. The prints make wonderful gifts. We also have an assortment of gifts made from photos taken by the artists, including note cards, holiday ornaments and cards, coasters, and magnets. 70% of every purchase goes directly to the artists who took the photos. Our website address again is AfterSupperVisions.com, and the artists would be most grateful if you would look at their work and support them here. We also would like to take this opportunity to thank our state and corporate sponsors. We have been very fortunate to get a grant each year from the Illinois Arts Council. In addition, our corporate sponsors from many business sectors have purchased large quantities of photos to hang in their homes and offices. They have hosted smaller gallery shows and made financial donations to After Supper Visions to make sure every artist receives compensation each year. If anyone watching today would like to become a corporate sponsor for After Supper Vision, that number again is 312-655-7932. We'd be so glad to speak with you.
After Supper Visions has come a long way in the past 19 years. and we have a long way yet to go in offering a positive after-supper visions experience to many more artists as a Catholic Charities program. We hope to stay in touch with you and see you in this beautiful hall at the 2022 After Supper Visions photo exhibition. Mark your calendars for June 10th, 2022. We do look forward to great things ahead for the artists, developing film, talent, and hope. For now, on behalf of everyone at After Supper Visions, thank you for believing in the After Supper Visions artists and in this program.
People used to tell me to know my place, but that ain't the way I play. Why do I bother to show my face? 'Cause I got something to say. Move over, sun, and give me some sky. I've got me some wings, and I'm eager to try. I may be unknown, oh, but wait till I've flown. You're gonna hear from me. Fortune smiles on the road before me. I'm fortune, honey baby child. Listen, world, you can ignore me. I've got a song that longs to be played. Raise up my flag and begin my parade, and watch the world go by. Start coming up clovers. That's how it's gonna be. You will see. You're good.